you mentioned Rabby wallet and potentially an update with that, having a code rewrite that is showing that it's actually not open source, which it was actually one of the main selling points of the Rabby wallet. And I know that's a big one that everybody's been talking about. We just talked about Rabby wallet here last week. People have been talking about Rabby, internet money, all different types of wallets that there's a need for because MetaMask is starting to become less and less DeFi friendly. So Ewok, if you were to pull up the tweet that you sent me a couple of tweets, I don't know if you still have them. I have them bookmarked. I think I could send them to you. But what do you make of this update from Rabby Wallet and this code rewrite, and essentially showing that their software is not open source?
Well, and that's how it was discovered. I forget who it was that was doing it, but they were trying to, use the open source code to probably build their own wallet, whatever it was. And they realized that the code that was out there that was published didn't work. There was a lot of bugs, a lot of problems. I think you just sent it to me.
I just sent it to you. Yeah, if you want
it was
to
Pulse Wallet, guys. And it says, as we near the completion of the Rabby Wallet code rewrite, we want to alert the community Rabby Wallet is not open source. The deployed code and publicly available code are undoubtedly different, which raises quite a few red flags. Anytime code is advertised as open source and then you find out that open source code doesn't even work, it makes you really have to be concerned about what they're doing behind the scenes. So if you are using Rabby currently, I would stop. You can always import your, it may be too late. I don't know the extent of it, but things like that can happen. If there's code that they're not sharing, it can't be audited. It can't be gone through to see if there is anything malicious within that program. So, just be very careful. I would be very leery of putting any seed words into it. Now, if you're using it as a front end to a Trezor, then you're probably still okay. Because the Trezor holds all the keys, it holds all of that stuff. You're essentially just using it as a front end, but I would potentially move funds out even until they find out what's going on. It was very, very classy of those guys to come forward with that. They've got, what did it say here? They tried they tried to rewrite the code to follow the new standard for functionality. So the APIs are bad. There is a tracking code that was in there because it says remove all tracking code for 100% privacy and true verifiability. So again, there were things that were detected in there that probably they didn't feel were safe. So my warning is that you may want to stop using it, and possibly if you generated a seed phrase with Rabby, potentially send it to another one. Create a new wallet somewhere else, even if it is a MetaMask. So currently we know that there are no hacks with that, so maybe create a new one, send your funds over to there. Just be safe, use extra precaution, and don't forget you got Aurochs the Internet Money wallet as well. So Internet Money, I still don't think works with the Hex contract. I think it was the Hex whatever it was, but anyway, those are other options just to hold money.
Well, and the key thing here is, and I saw somebody said in a reply to that tweet about Rabby Wallet is, we should all be using hardware wallets, and these things should be nothing more MetaMask down to Rabby, Aurochs, or Internet Money. They should be nothing, in my opinion anyway, and the way I treat them, as just a front end, double, basically, I've heard people refer to it as a condom wallet, basically, where like you've got your Trezor, your Ledger is the backup, and then you just use it through MetaMask or something to make transactions easier, but your keys all come from the Trezor. They're not actually involved with MetaMask or anything like that. You're just using it through there. So, yeah, that's what you really want to be doing. And I personally use a Trezor. I know people use Ledgers as well, but I think they're both probably good products. So that's what I'm sticking to.
Debatability on that too. There's rumors that the Ledger had a backdoor as well. So,
well, I know that at one point they leaked customer information to like advertisers or something like that, and people's names. I don't know if it was addresses, emails, names, and stuff, but it basically anybody who'd ever bought a Ledger was leaked out.
But then there was somebody had mentioned that there was a backdoor for the developers, that if the government were ever to subpoena somebody, that they would let them in. Kind of like those safes.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that really, again, another red flag. Just be safe.
Yeah. Yeah, not so safe after all, I guess, those safes. So,
right.
Yeah, definitely get your security. By the time the bull market comes, you're going to want to make sure that your security was set up properly. I'll tell you that for sure.